Welcome to 10th program of the software testing lab. Design, develop, code, run program in any suitable language to implement the binary search algorithm, determine the basis paths and using them derive the test cases, execute these test cases and discuss the results. Right? For every testing program, right, we need to consider 4 stages. One is an requirement specification, second one is an design, next one is an coding, and the last one is an testing. Right, in that testing technique itself or testing step itself, right, we need to derive the test cases. Right, then we go with the we know the binary searching technique, that is we need to identify the middle value in between low and high, right, by using the formula mid equals low plus high by 2. Right, depends on that we need to search whether the element is there or not in a given sequence of elements. Right, then first we will go into design using the algorithm of this. Right, then input values of n, that is enter the value of n in numbers of the array. Then we have to declare the middle value, initialize low and high. Then if the value of the low, that is less than or equal to high, then do mid equals low plus high by 2. If a of mid value equal to key, then go to step 5. What is step 5? Step 5 is nothing but print successful search at this position the key is found. Right, otherwise then case of this, else if a of mid that is greater than k, then do high value has been decremented by 1, mid minus 1, otherwise else do low value is equals to mid plus 1. Then based on the design we need to write a C code. Right, then in this C code, see declaration of the array n value low, high, mid, key, I, flag equal to 0 we need required. First we have to retrieve the value of the n. Then based on if n value greater than 0, then enter the elements in a ascending order. Right, it has to read the number of elements depends on the value of n. Right, then next is enter the key element to be identified. Right, then next is read the key element, initialize the low and high value 0 and n minus 1 array size. Then while low less than or equal to high, mid value has been calculated. If a of mid is equals to key, then initialize the flag value equal to 1, break this. Right, the control will automatically comes here if this value is true. Right, it has to print the successful search, the element has to be found at a particular position by using the mid plus 1, otherwise it comes to here. Then low value has been implemented by 1, again it get back to the while loop and again it will execute these statements until this condition is true. Right, once the condition is true, it will comes out of the loop, otherwise it comes to else part, key is not found. Right, then if the value of the that is not equal to that is doesn't greater than 0, right, it will come to the else part, then it says the output is a wrong input. Right, this is it returns the value. Right, this completes your code. Then our job is to we need to identify the basis path from source to destination using the program graph as well as the DD path graph. Right, first the DD path graph has to be constructed based on the program graph itself. Right, then in case of this, the program graph that looks like this is the program graph for the binary search algorithm. Right, these numbers are nothing but the statement fragments has been given to each statements like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Then it contains 29 number of statement fragments. Depends on these statement fragments are also known as nodes. Right, we need to construct the program graph. Right, the program graph for the binary search that looks like this. Right, then the main constraint of this basis path testing is nothing but in case of this only we are going to consider the executable statements. We are not going to bother about the non-executable statements. In this program the executable statements are starts from the 4th node. Right, then I have to consider it from here itself. 4 after this 5th executes, then here is a if loop is there, it contains the true part and the other one is a false part. If this condition is true, it will enters into this loop. Right, then If this condition is true, it will enter into this loop, it executes 7 8, otherwise it comes to here at the else part, it executes 27 and 28, the program will terminate at 29. Got the idea, right? Then here, if this condition is true, it will enter into the loop, right? Like that. See, 4 5 6 is the if n greater than 0. If n is not greater than 0, this condition doesn't hold score. Then it comes to the else part, it prints a wrong input, the program terminates at 29. This is a return 0, right? If n value greater than 0, then it will comes to the within the if, it executes the next statement, it reads the value of array of elements, 8 is the for loop, then 9th is the scanf statement, then it has to be repeat until it gets the value, then it comes to the 10. What is 10? 10 is the printf statement, right? It has to read the key element, right? Then after this, it has to read the key element, then assign the value of low and assign the value of high, right? These are the series of statements has to be executed. Then after 13, 14 is the while loop. Is it right? See, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is the while loop, right? Then within this while, once the control will enter into this loop, it has to calculate the mid value. Mid value has been calculated here. Then if a of mid equal to key, this is a nested if statement, right? Then here it comes to here, this is an if a of mid is equals to, sorry, that is nothing, if a of mid that is equals to key, right? Then it has to says that flag value is equals to 1, then break the statement, flag equal to 1, then break the statement, break will terminate the program. Clear, right? Then if this condition is doesn't satisfy, the control will come to else if part, 16 to 19, right? What is 19? If this condition is true, it executes the 20th, it comes to 28, otherwise 19th will come to else part, 19 to 21, right? Then 21, if this, obviously if these two conditions are not satisfied, it comes to the else part, it executes the 22nd. Is it right? Then it terminates the while loop, it terminates the if loop. Then if the value of the flag equal to 1, if the value of the flag equal to 1, the control will comes to 23. This is terminated loop of this if, right? Then from the 22nd itself, I have to make the joining of this edge from 22nd to 23. What is this 23? If flag equal to 1. If this condition is true, it has to print that successful search, the key has been found at some position, right? Otherwise, it comes to the else part that says that key is not found, the termination of the program at 29. What is this 29? This is an return 0, right? Then based on the program graph, we need to construct the DD path graph. Then how are we going to construct the DD path graph? Means, right, wherever the sequence of nodes or the statements will execute, make it those sequence of statements as single node. Clear? Right here, 4 5 6, these are the sequence of nodes. I make it this as a single node and assign using the alphabet, right? See here, this A is nothing but 4 to 6. Wherever the sequence of elements has been found at the program graph, right, I make this as an single node. 4 to 6 is an A, 27 28 is an M, then 7 is B, 8 C, D is 9, this is for loop, this is the scanf statement, right? Then E from 10 to 15, F is an 16, G 17 to 18, H is 19, I is 20, J is 21 to 23, L is 25 to 26. The program will terminate at the 29th node for the program graph, like that. Similarly, N is the termination of the DD path graph. This is DD path graph. This has been constructed, depends on the program graph concept, right? Once you construct the DD path graph, we need to identify the cyclomatic complexity, because based on the cyclomatic complexity itself, we need to identify the paths from source to destination. In this case, source is A, N is destination, right? Then cyclomatic complexity has been identified using the formula V of G equals E minus N plus 2P, where E is the number of edges, N is the number of nodes, P is the predicate edge, the edge between source to destination. Always the value of P is 1, right? In this graph, there are 17 number of edges are there, 14 number of nodes are there, 2 into 1, right? I have to get the value of V of G is 5. Then what is this 5? 5 is nothing but the number of paths between source to destination. How will going to identify? See, for the first path, see, A, M, N, this is source, this is destination, this is my P1. Next, A, B, C, D, C, E, F, G, N, this is P2, right? Then like that, A, B, C, E, F, H, I, this is P3. Then similarly, A, B, C, D, C, E, F, H, J, L, N, this is P4. Then the last one is an A, B, C, D, C, E, F, H, J, K, N, this is P5. Like that, we need to derive the number of paths. Based on the number of paths, we need to derive the test cases, right? The test case table that looks like this. How many paths are there? P1 to P5, right? This 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, this is based on the program graph they have derived, right? In this case, we have to derive using the AMN, depends on the DD path graph, right? Then see, for example, this is an AMN. The number of inputs has been taken. What is the value of N? 5. Number of inputs has been taken. Key element is an 30, right? This is the, after identifying that, the middle value has been pointing out to 30. At the first iteration itself, I have to get the result. What is my expected output? 30 is there in between this, right, at a single point of time, right? Then here I have to say this is an P1. Like that, we have to derive some of the test cases based on the whether the A of mid is equals to key, one condition, A of mid greater than key, then other one is an A of mid which is less than key. 2, 3. And for the invalid, if n value greater than 0, then only it has to find out, otherwise it comes out of this and it says that this is an wrong input. This is the identification or deriving of the test cases using the program graph as well as the DD path graph for the binary search program. Thank you.